Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and appreciate y'all being here today. Unemployment insurance programs are essential to emergency lifelines. Obviously, when the pandemic hit and millions of Americans could not work, Congress passed expanded unemployment benefits to keep people fed, keep people housed. Government did its job. But it quickly became obvious that without functional state infrastructure, which we've spoken about a little bit, to distribute it, that aid can and a lot of times can get wasted. That's where a lot of waste, fraud, and abuse really stems from. And we have to talk about these antiquated state unemployment insurance systems wasting the time and abusing people who are facing hard times. I want to return quickly to a question that my colleague from Arizona had brought up. He seemed pretty specifically concerned with the state of California's unemployment system. Mr. Shoemaker, you indicated that identity theft was one of those issues. Would you say this issue was unique to California, or did many states experience this problem with identity theft verification?
I believe Mr. Turner was speaking about unemployment insurance relative to California. For SBA, though, the EIDL program did experience identity theft. I'd be happy to speak to that, but I think the question about California is down to Mr. Turner.
Yeah, Mr. Turner.
Yes, I think in the early days, the first maybe 5 or 6 months, California had a high rate because there was not really good scrutinization when it came to Social Security numbers.
Yeah, but was this a problem that was unique to California?
No, that was a
states?
problem that occurred throughout the country.
Okay, so it was a problem that occurred throughout the country. Yeah, you know, in my state, there are reports that have come out that show that our Governor DeSantis knew about, my bad, the seat was falling on me. In my state, Governor DeSantis knew before the pandemic that Florida's unemployment system had major problems, glitches, and different messages. There was no really serious attempts to help remedy those problems. And at the height of the pandemic, my state of Florida actually had the worst unemployment system, slowest unemployment system in the country in terms of processing claims. And at one point, the system crashed. People had to move to using paper forms. State representatives, mine, Anna Scamani, had to really step up to really help people through the process. And we're still hearing from constituents that are having problems with the website right now. This means in days of hunger, people not knowing if they have enough money to buy groceries and et cetera, you know, it helps increase that anxiety and desperation. Mr. Turner, are certain states still challenged to pay unemployment insurance claims in a timely manner?
Certain states are still challenged, and part of it has been because of the lack of IT modernization that we've pointed out on a lot of our reviews, and the antiquated systems that they had at the beginning of the pandemic, which still have not been completely addressed yet.
What's being done to modernize these states' IT systems so that way unemployed workers don't suffer, you know, lengthy delays to receive their benefits?
Well, I think it's going to require more oversight on the department's part to make sure that the funds that are being given are being utilized. During the Recovery Act of 2010, there was $7 billion that was set aside for IT modernization, and I think about $2 billion of that actually went to benefits payments. And so, and another $1.3 billion did not get used in the time that it was required.
Gotcha. Now to turn to the solutions. Congress enacted the American Rescue Plan, $3.1 billion to modernize and strengthen federal unemployment insurance systems. Mr. Turner, if a state unemployment insurance system is modernized, do you think that directly translates to a more efficient and effective user experience?
Without a doubt.
Yeah. And would you agree that that means there's less waste, there's less fraud, there's less abuse when we're able to put more money into those IT systems?
Yes, I would agree with that.
Okay, thank you. Pray that my home state of Florida would take advantage of the opportunity to modernize the IT system so constituents are better served. Thank you all for your time, and I yield back.